Teen moms Gary and Christina Shirley explain adoption process to frustrated daughter Leah after speaking to attorney. Hello guys, I am Georgia. To you, welcome back to my channel. Please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for latest news updates. Teen mom stars Gary and Christina Shirley, parents who have been in the public eye for years, have had their share of challenges and triumphs as they navigate life as a blended family. Their daughter Leah has been growing up amidst the spotlight, often dealing with the complexities of family dynamics, adoption, and the unique pressures that come with being on a reality show. In a heartfelt and difficult moment, Gary and Christina sit down with Leah to explain the adoption process, a subject that brings out a lot of emotion and frustration in the young girl. Their conversation is not only an emotional one, but a significant moment of clarity and understanding for their entire family. The adoption process is something that many families go through, but for Leah, it carries with it a set of unique challenges. From a young age, Leah has been aware of the complexities of her family situation. Her biological mother, Amber Portwood, has had her own struggles, and Gary has done everything in his power to make sure that Leah has a stable and supportive environment. Now, as the family contemplates adoption, it's clear that Leah is struggling to understand the implications of such a decision. For her, the idea of adoption is something that might symbolize a deeper separation from her biological mother, a feeling that no child wants to experience. Gary, as the father, and Kristina, as his wife, find themselves caught in the difficult position of explaining this process to Leah, who is already frustrated by the constant changes in her life. After speaking with an attorney about the legal aspects of adoption, they sit down to have an open conversation with Leah. The discussion is not just about the legalities, but also about the emotional journey they are all on. At the core of their conversation is the question of what adoption means for Leah. It's not just about the legal process of changing names or parental rights. Adoption, in this context, means that Gary and Kristina will be taking on the legal responsibilities and rights of parents, solidifying their role in Leah's life. For Leah, it's a confusing process. She already sees Gary as her father and Kristina as her stepmother, but the idea of adoption brings up feelings of loss and uncertainty. She may worry that this means she is losing something or someone important, even though her connection to Gary and Kristina has been a stable and loving one. The conversation with the attorney helps clarify some of these issues. The attorney explains that adoption is not about replacing anyone, but about affirming that Gary and Kristina are Leah's parents in every sense. It's about ensuring that Leah has the security and stability she deserves. However, it's also clear that Leah is having difficulty comprehending the legal terminology and what it means for her relationship with her biological mother. Gary and Kristina are gentle with Leah, understanding that this is a difficult and emotionally charged topic. They acknowledge her feelings and reassure her that no matter what happens, they will always be her parents, whether through adoption or not. The adoption process, while legal in nature, is also a reaffirmation of the love and care they've already shown her throughout the years. This reassures Leah that the emotional bond they share is unshakable. Kristina, who has been a stepmother to Lee for a significant amount of time, expresses her desire to make sure Leah knows that adoption is not about taking away her relationship with Amber. It's about providing her with the security and legal standing that she needs to ensure that she always has a family who is there for her. Kristina is very clear that she has never wanted to replace Leah's biological mother, but rather to be a loving and supportive figure in her life. The conversation is full of empathy, with Kristina offering reassurance that Leah's relationship with her birth mother won't be affected by this decision. Gary also explains his own feelings in this process. As Leah's biological father, he's been a constant in her life, But this step is about ensuring that his role as her parent is legally acknowledged and protected. He expresses how much he loves Leah and how important it is for her to feel secure in her family. While he knows this process may bring up difficult emotions, he wants Leah to understand that nothing will change in terms of their relationship. His commitment to her is unwavering, and the adoption is merely a formal step that ensures she will always have a strong foundation to stand on. The conversation becomes more emotional as Leah begins to express her frustrations and fears. She's scared that the adoption will somehow mean that she's being forced to choose sides, or that she's losing her biological mother. It's clear that she is struggling with her feelings of loyalty to Amber and the confusion of what adoption means in the context of her relationship with Gary and Kristina. Gary and Kristina continue to reassure her, emphasizing that the adoption is about family and love, not about replacing anyone. They explain that family is not just about biological ties, but about the people who love and care for you, who provide support, and who are there when you need them. They both share how much they cherish Leah and how proud they are of her for being brave enough to express her feelings. This openness allows Leah to start processing her emotions, and while she's still uncertain, she begins to see the adoption process in a different light. The entire family begins to understand that while adoption is a legal process, it is also an emotional journey. The adoption is not just about changing Leah's legal status, but about affirming the family bond that already exists. It's a reaffirmation of Gary and Kristina's love for Leah and their commitment to her future. In the end, while Leah is still processing the information, she begins to understand that the adoption is not about creating distance or severing ties, but about ensuring that she has a stable and secure future. It's about providing her with a sense of belonging and making sure that she always knows where she stands in her family. For Leah, the adoption process is a complicated emotional journey. But with the love and support of Gary and Kristina, she begins to see the beauty in the process and the strength of her family bond. The adoption process, which initially seemed like a challenge to Leah, becomes a symbol of the unwavering love and commitment that Gary and Kristina have for her. While it's a difficult subject to navigate, the honesty, empathy, and understanding shown by Gary and Kristina help Leah to begin to come to terms with it. The conversation with the attorney and the open discussion with her parents become crucial in helping Leah understand that family is not just about biology, but about love, care, and support. In the end, it's clear that adoption is not about separating or replacing anyone, but about affirming the deep love that already exists in their family.